On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Hospitable.
Friendly and generous to visitors or guests.
Examples:
Hospitable environment. A hospitable welcome. He is a good-natured and hospitable man.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Primitive.
Of or relating to an early stage of society with no industry or technological development, simple, naive, or old-fashioned in style.
Examples:
Primitive society. Artifact of a primitive humankind. The industry in this country is still primitive.
Ancestor.
A person from whom one is descended, a forefather.
Examples:
Ancestor language. Earliest human ancestor. My remote ancestor immigrated to the United States from Ireland in the 1800s.
Livelihood.
A means of earning money people need to pay for food, a place to live, clothing, etc.
Examples:
A means of livelihood. Livelihood assistance. I could no longer earn my own livelihood.
Endangered.
At risk of extinction because it is facing significant threats.
Examples:
Endangered species. Endangered ecosystem. The government has implemented policies to protect the habitat of endangered animals.
Dare.
To have the courage to do something.
Examples:
Dare not go. Dare to take risks. I wouldn't dare to speak to him like that.
Unfamiliar.
Not known or recognized, not experienced or encountered before.
Examples:
The unfamiliar surroundings. Around unfamiliar people. She was unfamiliar with the city and got lost while trying to find her way back to the hotel.
Territory.
An area under the control of a ruler or state.
Examples:
Acquire territory. Territory in charge. They incorporated the conquered territory into their nation.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Descendant.
Children or offspring of a specific person, plant, or animal. Descendant of a pioneer. Third generation descendant. Those warriors' descendants are still skilled archers.
Nomadic.
Moving from one location to another rather than staying in one place all of the time.
Examples:
Nomadic life. Nomadic herdsman. This desert is the territory of nomadic tribes.
Vein.
A blood vessel that carries blood from various parts of the body back to the heart, a mineral deposit or layer of rock that is contained within another rock formation.
Examples:
Spider vein. Collapsed vein. The nurse inserted the needle into the vein in his arm to draw blood.
Distracted.
Having one's attention diverted or divided, being unable to concentrate because of being preoccupied or worried.
Examples:
Get distracted by an urgent matter. Distracted by a conversation. I was so distracted by my phone that I nearly walked into a lamppost.
Circus.
A traveling show or entertainment that often features acrobats, clowns, animals, and other performers, a chaotic, confusing, or tumultuous situation or environment.
Examples:
Circus performer. Circus tent. The kids were excited to go to the circus and see the clowns and animals perform.
Embroil.
To involve or entangle someone or something in a difficult, complicated, or unpleasant situation. To implicate or incriminate.
Examples:
Embroil him in a controversy. Embroil in controversy. The scandal embroiled the company's CEO and other high-level executives.
Wage.
A particular amount of money that somebody earns, usually every week or every month, for work or services.
Examples:
Unpaid wages. Increase in the minimum wage. His wages continued to rise as his skills improved.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
Unsatisfied desire. Fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Complacent.
Satisfied with the status quo and not wishing to make changes.
Examples:
Complacent attitude. Complacent with past successes. He became complacent in his job and stopped trying to improve.
Finite.
Having a limit or restriction of size, time, etc.
Examples:
finite resources, finite decimal. Human beings have a finite lifespan, so we yearned for the idea of immortality.
Mar.
To damage or spoil the appearance or surface of something.
Examples:
mar a proper relationship, mar the reputation. The scratches on the car marred its otherwise perfect appearance.
Invigorate.
To give energy, enthusiasm, or vitality to something or someone, to revitalize or refresh.
Examples:
invigorate the economy, invigorate the team. Exercising in the morning helps to invigorate my mind and body.
Ethos.
The set of beliefs and attitudes that belong to a particular community, nation, ideology, or a person.
Examples:
ethos of science, corporate ethos. Medical students need to acquire not only knowledge, but also a professional ethos of a doctor.
Fragile.
Delicate or easily broken or damaged.
Examples:
politically fragile nation, fragile ecosystem. The vase was made of fragile ceramic and easily broke when it was dropped.
Constitution.
The set of fundamental principles or established precedents that a state, a country, or an organization is governed by, the act of forming or establishing something.
Examples:
the national constitution, the national constitution. When the Constitution is amended, it often creates a great deal of controversy throughout the country.
Woe.
Significant problems or troubles, great unhappiness.
Examples:
economic woe, full of woe. Recurrent financial woes hampered his subsequent career.
Unprepared.
Not properly or adequately prepared, lacking preparation, not ready.
Examples:
unprepared speech, unprepared for the exam. The unprepared student struggled on the test and received a low grade.
Duration.
The length of time something lasts or continues.
Examples:
the duration of insurance, short duration. The military incarcerated him for the duration of the war.
Trek.
A long and difficult journey, typically on foot.
Examples:
horseback trek, trek expedition. He was preparing for a long trek through the mountains.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
nation state, a seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Lush.
Produced or growing in extreme abundance, often in an attractive way, having strong sexual appeal.
Examples:
Lush and fertile land. The abundance of lush vegetation. This area has an environment of lush greenery and watercourses.
Decent.
Satisfactory, acceptable, or good in a general sense.
Examples:
Yearn for the decent living. A decent education. He earned a decent salary at his job.
Eternal.
Being without beginning or end, lasting forever.
Examples:
The hope of eternal life. Eternal quarreling. In every civilization, rulers have tried everything possible to obtain eternal life.
Twist.
To bend or turn something into a certain shape.
Examples:
Twist around to the left. Twist a wet towel. He twisted pieces of rope out of straw.
Trap.
A piece of equipment or hole for catching animals or people. Verb, to catch animals or people and prevent them from escaping.
Examples:
Set a trap. Trap an animal. The enemy fell right into the trap.
Soil.
The top layer of earth in which plants grow.
Examples:
Soils retentive of moisture. Parched soil. Soil moisture is another significant component controlling soil respiration.
Nutrient.
Any substance that is essential for the maintenance and growth of living things.
Examples:
Nutrient medicine. A nutrient for hair. They used fast-acting nutrients on the flowers in the flower beds.
Minimal.
Tiny in amount, the least possible.
Examples:
Minimal effort. Minimal amount. The process was carried out at minimal cost.
Vegetation.
Plants in general, particularly those indigenous to a particular region or spot.
Examples:
Tropical vegetation. Dense vegetation. The vegetation in the area is quite diverse.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Steel.
A strong metal alloy made up of iron with typically a few tenths of a % of carbon used for making things that need a strong structure.
Examples:
Magnetic steel. Steel beam. This bridge is the third largest steel bridge in the world.
Destination.
The place to which someone or something is going or being sent, the ultimate purpose or goal of a journey or action.
Examples:
Travel destination. Romantic destinations. I am excited to reach my destination and explore the new city finally.
Vacation.
A period in which someone does not have to attend work or school and is free to do whatever they choose, such as travel or leisure.
Examples:
A short vacation. Summer vacation. Do you have a plan for a long vacation?
Continuously.
Without being interrupted or paused, repeatedly.
Examples:
Use one thing continuously. Continuously removed. The country's domestic coal consumption has been continuously declining for decades.
Elevator.
A mechanical device used for vertical transportation, typically in multi-story buildings, consisting of a compartmentalized platform that moves between floors.
Examples:
Elevator ride. Modern elevator. The hotel's elevator was out of order, so we had to take the stairs to our room on the 5th floor.
Transport.
A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
Transport facilities. Access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Belt.
To sing loudly and forcefully, to hit someone or something hard. Noun, a strip of leather or other material worn to tie or buckle something around the body.
Examples:
Belt him in the face. Leather belt. The band was belting out old songs in response to audience requests.
Tether.
To tie or secure an animal, person, or object with a rope, chain, or other similar devices to prevent it from moving too far away. Noun, a rope or chain used to tie up or restrain an animal, such as a horse or dog.
Examples:
Tether a horse. Tether strap. The hiker tethered their dog to a tree while they camped for the night.
Hermetic.
Completely sealed or airtight, often used to describe a container or space, having a mysterious or hard to understand quality, often used to describe a text or idea that is difficult to interpret or decode.
Examples:
Hermetic philosophy. Hermetic environment. The scientists used a hermetic seal to prevent air from entering the laboratory experiment.
Continuous.
Occurring or existing without a pause or interruption.
Examples:
Continuous improvement. A continuous row of warehouses. The heavy snow has been continuous since last morning.
Vicinity.
The area or region surrounding or in the general vicinity of a particular place or location, a nearby or neighboring region.
Examples:
Immediate vicinity. City and its vicinity. The area in the vicinity of the mall is known for its heavy traffic congestion.
Astronaut.
A person trained by a space agency to travel outside the Earth's atmosphere.
Examples:
Astronaut mission. Astronaut in training. The shuttle astronaut trained for months before embarking on the space mission.
Microgravity.
A condition of feeble gravity, often experienced by objects or organisms in orbit around a planet or other celestial body, such as the International Space Station.
Examples:
Microgravity research. Microgravity environment. Astronauts experience the effects of microgravity when they are in space.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Atrophy.
A decrease in size of a muscle, organ, etc., caused by disease or disuse.
Examples:
Weakness with atrophy. Atrophy of the muscles. Daily exercise and adequate sleep are necessary to prevent the progression of atrophy.
Cardiovascular.
Of or relating to the heart and blood vessels, equals tubes that carry blood around the body.
Examples:
Cardiovascular diseases. Cardiovascular tissue. Smoking places you at severe risk of cardiovascular and respiratory disease.
Complication.
Something that makes a situation or condition that is complex or confused.
Examples:
Complication of structure. Resolve without complication. He also continued to struggle with serious long-term complications.
Physiological.
Relating to the normal functioning of living organisms and their organs and systems, concerning the physical or biochemical processes and activities that occur within the body.
Examples:
Physiological response. Physiological activity. The doctor explained the various physiological changes that occur during pregnancy.
Psychology.
The scientific study of mind and behavior.
Examples:
Psychology experiment. Psychology of crowd. She had a master's degree in psychology.
Variation.
The act or state of changing, a difference or change in the way something is done, made, or said.
Examples:
Variation of temperature. Gene variation. There is a lot of variation in the colors of flowers in the garden.
Gravitational.
Relating to or caused by gravity, equals the force that attracts objects towards one another.
Examples:
Gravitational energy. Gravitational waves. The gravitational force of the black hole was so strong that nothing, not even light, could escape.
Cosmic.
Relating to the universe or cosmos, vast or limitless.
Examples:
Second cosmic velocity. Cosmic background radiation. Cosmic rays are high-energy particles that originate from outside the solar system.
Fraught.
Causing, accompanied by, or full of anxiety, tension, or stress.
Examples:
Become increasingly fraught. Fraught with danger. The negotiations were fraught with challenges and setbacks.
Mechanical.
Operated by a machine, relating to or concerned with machinery or tools.
Examples:
A mechanical style of writing. The influence of mechanical action. A mechanical engineer is still in demand in many companies.
Lineup.
The schedule of programs for a particular event, a list of people brought together to form a team or take part in an event.
Examples:
The lineup of new models. A wide range of color lineup. The opponent team has a strong lineup.
Complement.
To improve or make something more appealing by adding or contributing extra features to it.
Examples:
Complement existing rules. Complement each other. Our application aims to complement the feature of web browsers.
Bulky.
Taking up much space or being difficult to move because of its size or weight, large and unwieldy.
Examples:
Bulky material. Bulky packaging. The bulky furniture made it difficult to move around the small room.
Electron.
A tiny particle with a negative electrical charge.
Examples:
Flow of electrons. Beam of electrons. The outermost electron shell determines the chemical properties of an atom.
Giant.
Extremely big, much bigger or more important than similar items usually are.
Examples:
Giant trees. Giant tech company. The giant jets that gradually dominate the world's airlines.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Microbe.
A tiny living thing that can only be seen with a microscope and that may cause disease.
Examples:
Pathogenic microbe. Microbe sterilizer. Microbes thrive on the surface of the human skin.
Generate.
To produce or create something, to make offspring by reproduction.
Examples:
Generate more electricity. Generate $100 a month. The economic stimulation program would generate a lot of new jobs.
Replenish.
To fill something that had previously been emptied.
Examples:
Replenish a reserve fund. Replenish my spirit. Please replenish my glass with some more wine.
Maintain.
To continue to uphold or sustain, to keep in a particular state or condition, to assert or declare something to be true.
Examples:
Maintain order. Maintain good health. I need to maintain my car regularly to prevent any major mechanical issues.
Flexibility.
The quality of changing or being changed easily according to new conditions or situations.
Examples:
Mental flexibility. The flexibility of the body. We dealt with those problems with speed and flexibility.
Tube.
A cylindrical container of metal, plastic, glass, etc., usually sealed and used as a means of preserving food or chemicals, a hollow cylindrical shape.
Examples:
A capillary tube. A glass tube. The tube train was packed with commuters during rush hour.
Utilize.
To use something for a practical purpose in an effective way.
Examples:
Utilize a different approach. Utilize a catheter. The cook utilized the leftover oxtail to make soup.
Synthetic.
Made by combining chemical substances as opposed to being naturally occurring.
Examples:
Synthetic fiber. Synthetic fertilizer. Synthetic diamonds play an essential role as machine tool blades.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Molecular.
Of or relating to molecules, equals a group of two or more atoms held together by attractive forces known as chemical bonds.
Examples:
Molecular structure. Molecular biology. Molecular weight is the sum of all the atoms.
Antibiotic.
A substance or drug that kills or slows down the growth of bacteria.
Examples:
Antibiotic resistance. Antibiotic allergy. He has been prescribed an antibiotic to treat his infection.
Vaccine.
A substance that is put into the body and protects them from disease by causing them to produce antibodies, equals proteins that attack harmful bacteria, viruses, etc.
Examples:
Development of vaccines. An oral vaccine. The mRNA vaccine was approved in less than a year because it did not contain the fragments of the target virus.
Observe.
To watch or notice something carefully, often to gather information or insights, to take note of something or someone, to celebrate or commemorate a special event or occasion.
Examples:
Observe a tradition. Observe wildlife. It is important to observe safety procedures in the workplace to prevent accidents.
Nuance.
A subtle or slight degree of difference in appearance, meaning, sound, someone's feeling, etc.
Examples:
Rich in nuance. Subtle cultural nuance. The painter has tried to express every nuance of the woman's expression in his work.
Edit.
To prepare written material for publication by correcting, condensing, or otherwise modifying it.
Examples:
Edit a history book. Edit a video. I need to edit this document before submitting it to my boss.
Microscopic.
Tiny, exceedingly precise and detail-oriented, of or used in microscopy.
Examples:
Microscopic inquiry. Microscopic analysis. Inspectors noticed microscopic cracks in the submarine's hull.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Fidelity.
Faithfulness to a person, cause, or thing, loyalty or devotion to a duty or obligation, accuracy or exactness in reproducing or representing something.
Examples:
Fidelity guarantee deposit. High fidelity music. The couple promised each other fidelity in their marriage vows.
Human-made.
Created or produced by humans, artificial.
Examples:
Human-made climate change. The worst human-made disaster. The bridge is a human-made structure and was built to span the river.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Fuel.
A substance that is typically burned to generate heat or energy.
Examples:
Biomass fuel. Smokeless fuel. The manufacturing sector was most severely impacted by the fuel scarcity.
Compensate.
To make up for a loss, injury, or inconvenience by giving something of value.
Examples:
Compensate a loss. Compensate for a car accident. The company offered to compensate the employees for the overtime they worked.
Inadequate.
Not sufficient or enough.
Examples:
An inadequate income. Inadequate funding. The small budget was inadequate to cover all the necessary expenses for the project.
Survival.
The state of continuing to exist or live, frequently in the face of difficulty or danger.
Examples:
Survival ability. Survival food. He evaluated his chances for survival rather pessimistically.
Martian.
Of or relating to Mars or its imaginary inhabitants.
Examples:
Martian geography. Martian surface. There is very little water in the Martian atmosphere.
Composition.
The different parts of something's elements or ingredients, the way in which the different components are organized, a piece of music written by someone.
Examples:
Age composition of the population. The piano passages in the composition. Their innovative concepts were consistent across their bodies of composition.
Volcanic.
Relating to or produced by or consisting of volcano.
Examples:
Effects of volcanic eruptions. Increase in volcanic activity. This study indicates volcanic activity affects global warming.
Ash.
The powdery residue left after the burning of a substance, typically containing minerals and other impurities. The solid remains of a dead person after cremation.
Examples:
Ash tree. Soda ash. The volcanic ash covered the island after the eruption.
Trace.
To find or discover someone or something that was lost.
Examples:
Trace a telephone call. Trace back to medieval times. Let's trace the origins of some familiar foreign words.
Organic.
Pertaining to or derived from biological substance, producing plants and animals for food and other items without the use of synthetic chemicals.
Examples:
Organic soils. Eat organic food. Kidney is an organic component of the body.
Hypothesis.
A proposed idea or explanation that is based on a few known facts, but has not yet been proven to be true or accurate.
Examples:
Test my hypothesis. A bold hypothesis. This evidence supports the Big Bang hypothesis.
Tolerant.
Accepting different views, beliefs, or practices without judgment or interference.
Examples:
A tolerant teacher. Tolerant of his failure. She was known for her tolerant attitude toward different cultures.
Temperature.
The degree of hotness or coldness of a thing or place.
Examples:
Extreme temperatures. The atmospheric temperature. Cities around the world set records for highest temperatures this summer.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Negative.
Having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples:
Have a negative effect. A negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
Bachelor's degree. Degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Centigrade.
A system of temperature measurement in which the freezing point of water is 0 degrees and the boiling point of water is 100 degrees, also known as the Celsius scale.
Examples:
Centigrade scale. Centigrade thermometer. The temperature reached a peak of 35 degrees centigrade.
Drought.
A long period of time during which there is very little or no rain, leading to a shortage of water and often causing damage to crops and other vegetation.
Examples:
Periods of drought. Drought conditions. The region has been experiencing a severe drought, leading to water shortages and crop failures.
Frost.
A thin layer of ice that forms on surfaces when the temperature falls below freezing, whether cold enough to cause freezing.
Examples:
5 degrees of frost. Frost line. The frost on the ground made it slippery and difficult to walk.
Evaporate.
To turn a liquid into a gas, to become less intense and disappear gradually.
Examples:
Evaporate the water. Evaporate almost overnight. The sun will evaporate the mist.
Protein.
A molecule made up of a long chain of amino acids, which is essential for the structure and function of the body's tissues.
Examples:
Stress protein. Protein synthesis. The body needs a certain amount of protein to build and repair tissues.
Tolerance.
The willingness to accept or tolerate something, especially something that is different or unpleasant.
Examples:
Religious tolerance. Tolerance for risk. The school's diversity program aimed to promote tolerance and understanding among the students.
Stitch.
One of the tiny thread lines visible on a piece of fabric after it has been sewn.
Examples:
A stitch in a garment. Pattern stitch. The wound was so deep that it needed a surgical procedure and stitches.
Tolerate.
To allow something to exist or happen, even if it is disliked or opposed.
Examples:
Tolerate his disrespectful behavior. Tolerate ambiguity. I can't tolerate spicy food, and it always gives me heartburn.
Genetically.
In a way that relates to or is produced by genes, equals the units in the cells of a living thing received by an animal or plant from its parents, or heredity.
Examples:
Genetically inherited traits. Genetically manipulated plant. The genetically modified crops were resistant to pests and required less water.
Modify.
To change something slightly, such as a plan, option, law, etc., especially to make it more suitable for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Genetically modify food. Modify my behavior. We use adverbs to modify verbs and adjectives.
Rely.
To require a certain thing or the assistance and support of someone or something in order to continue, run properly, or succeed.
Examples:
Rely on convenience stores. Rely entirely on him. Babies heavily rely on others for food.
Precise.
Sharply exact or accurate or delimited.
Examples:
Precise analyses. Estimate precise costs. The content is precise and informative for me.
Genetic.
Of or relating to genes, equals parts of the DNA in cells, or the science of genes.
Examples:
Have genetic testing. A genetic disorder. Understanding protein folding is a vital step in deciphering the genetic code.
Makeup.
Colored substances used on someone's face to improve or change their appearance.
Examples:
Makeup artist. Take the makeup off her face. Her beauty resulted from a good night's sleep rather than makeup.
Endless.
Having no end or conclusion, infinitely very large in size or amount.
Examples:
Endless possibilities. Endless hours. He looked out the window at the endless stream of people.
Acre.
A unit of land area in the U.S. customary system and the British imperial system, equal to 4,840 square yards, equals 4,047 square meters.
Examples:
Half-acre parcel. An acre of forest. The farm covers over 200 acres of land.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples:
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Trillion.
The number 1 trillion, a million million.
Examples:
Trillion cubic feet. Many trillions of dollars. 1 light year is nearly 6 trillion miles.
Gallon.
A unit for measuring volume. In the US, it is equal to about 3.79 liters, and in the UK, Canada, and other countries, it is equal to about 4.55 liters.
Examples:
5-gallon square can. 10-gallon hat. The imperial gallon was standardized legally by the British Empire.
Atmospheric.
Pertaining to or located in the Earth's atmosphere.
Examples:
Doubling of atmospheric carbon dioxide. Atmospheric pressure. The sea surface temperature and atmospheric circulation are inextricably linked.
Construct.
To build or create something, to assemble or combine different parts to form something whole.
Examples:
Construct a 3D image. Construct a dam. He constructs hypotheses that no mathematician has ever imagined before.
Dome.
A rounded vault forming the roof of a building or structure, typically with a circular base.
Examples:
Snow dome. Dome structure. The cathedral dome soared high above, its stained glass windows casting colorful light on the altar below.
Realistic.
Having or showing a sensible and practical idea that is possible to achieve.
Examples:
A realistic goal. A realistic goal. That story was so realistic, and it was scary.
Enterprise.
A business or company, a purposeful or industrious undertaking, especially one that requires effort.
Examples:
Undertake an enterprise. His business enterprise. A growing enterprise requires a bold leader.
Cargo.
The goods carried by ship, aircraft, or other vehicles.
Examples:
Plenty of cargo space. Unload the cargo. During the war, many cargo ships were converted into battleships.
Adapt.
To make fit for or change to suit a new purpose or environment.
Examples:
Adapt fully to the environment. Adapt as needed. I advised him to adapt to his new surroundings.
Harsh.
Severe and unkind, extremely tough and unpleasant to inhabit.
Examples:
Harsh climate. Use of harsh chemicals. The Prime Minister faced harsh criticism.
Essence.
The basic or most important part or quality of something that makes it what it is.
Examples:
Vanilla essence. Universal essence. University teaches the art of understanding the essence of the matter.
Terraform.
To transform the environment or land of a planet, moon, or other celestial body to make it habitable for life, typically by introducing or modifying the atmosphere, temperature, or topography.
Examples:
Terraform Mars. Terraform the planet. The company plans to terraform the barren land into a lush green park.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Dump.
To deposit or dispose of something, such as trash, waste, etc., carelessly or hurriedly.
Examples:
dump the gravel on the road. Dump hazardous waste. The company dumped him after several years of service.
Ample.
Enough or more than enough, having plenty of something.
Examples:
ample opportunities. Ample evidence. We have ample time to finish the project before the deadline.
Suit.
A set of clothes that are made from the same material, a claim or complaint that a person or organization can file in court against another party. Verb, to be fit or acceptable for.
Examples:
suit and tie restaurant. Suit at law. 6 suits are awaiting trial or verdict.
Unpleasant.
Not enjoyable or comfortable.
Examples:
unpleasant behavior. With unpleasant body odor. It is unpleasant to see criminal behavior even though it is minor.
Ion.
An atom or molecule that has a positive or negative electrical charge caused by its losing or gained one or more electrons.
Examples:
ion channel. Rechargeable lithium-ion battery. The increased concentration of hydrogen ions in an aqueous solution makes it more acidic.
Radiation.
The energy that comes from a nuclear reaction in the form of rays, waves, or particles, and that can be hazardous to health.
Examples:
exposure to radiation. Electromagnetic radiation. He tried every possible treatment, including chemotherapy and radiation therapy.
Bombard.
To attack a place with bombs or gunshots continuously, to address with continuously or persistently, as if with a barrage.
Examples:
bombard him with questions. Bombard a fort with heavy shells. Overprotective parents often bombard their children with messages reinforcing their lack of mastery.
Non-existent.
Not real, not existing or having no real existence.
Examples:
non-existent resources. Presently non-existent. The evidence for this theory is non-existent.
Underground.
Under the surface of the ground, a secret group organized to achieve a specific purpose, such as overthrowing the government or occupying a force.
Examples:
water flowing underground. Underground activist. Having underground parking has been very beneficial throughout the winter.
Resort.
A place where many people go for rest, sport, or another stated purpose. Verb, turn to or take a course of action, especially an extreme or undesirable one, to resolve a difficult circumstance.
Examples:
resort to desperate measures. A last resort. If both countries resort to nuclear deterrence, the consequence could be mutual destruction.
Weigh.
To have a particular weight, to carefully evaluate things before making a conclusion.
Examples:
Weigh heavily on stock prices. Weigh a cargo. The baby weighs 1 pound 3 ounces.
Appeal.
A serious, earnest, or urgent request for money, information, or help, a quality that makes somebody or something attractive or interest.
Examples:
Draw out your appeal. An appeal for help. He needed to resolve the problem as soon as possible, so he made an appeal directly.
Inspiration.
Something that motivates or encourages someone to create or achieve something, or a feeling of excitement or creativity.
Examples:
Source of inspiration. Get inspiration from nature. He found inspiration in the works of his favorite authors.
Plethora.
An overabundance or excess of something, a state of having too much of something.
Examples:
Plethora of information. Plethora of opportunities. The restaurant's menu offered a plethora of options for vegetarians.
Subset.
A set of things that are contained within another larger set, a portion or division of a group or category.
Examples:
Proper subset. Subset selection. A subset of the employees will be trained in the new software program.
Extremophile.
A type of organism, typically a microbe, that can survive and thrive in extreme or harsh environments that would be inhospitable to most other forms of life, such as high heat, acidity, radiation, or pressure.
Examples:
Extremophile adaptations. Extremophile habitat. Extremophile bacteria can survive in extreme heat, cold, and radiation.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Bacteria.
Single-celled or non-cellular spherical or spiral or rod-shaped organisms that exist in large numbers in the air, water, and soil, and also in living and dead creatures and plants, and are often a cause of disease.
Examples:
Pathogenic bacteria. Harmless bacteria. Bacteria prevalent in hospitals are often resistant to antibiotics.
Radiology.
The branch of medicine that uses medical imaging technologies such as X-rays, CT scans, MRIs, and ultrasound to diagnose and treat diseases and injuries.
Examples:
Interventional radiology. Diagnostic radiology. The patient underwent a radiology scan to diagnose their medical condition.
Withstand.
To resist the effect or impact of something.
Examples:
Withstand pressure. Withstand temptation. The new phone is waterproof and can withstand being dropped in water.
Dehydration.
A condition in which the body lacks sufficient water and fluids, leading to thirst and other symptoms.
Examples:
Sign of dehydration. Dehydration as a result of diarrhea. He suffered from dehydration after spending the day in the hot sun.
Vacuum.
A space empty of matter, a device or tool used for cleaning or removing debris by creating suction.
Examples:
Vacuum cleaner. Vacuum packing. Please use the vacuum to clean up the mess on the floor.
Acid.
Sour, water-soluble chemicals with a sour flavor, any of a variety of generally liquid compounds capable of reacting with and occasionally dissolving other materials.
Examples:
An acid reaction. Good source of essential amino acids. During pregnancy, the stomach generates less acid than usual.
Mechanism.
A part of a machine, or a set of parts that performs a task, a natural or established process that occurs during a specific situation or reaction.
Examples:
The mechanism for DNA replication. Defense mechanism. He discovered unique mechanisms for photochemical reactions.
Relevance.
The state or degree of being closely connected or appropriate to the matter at hand.
Examples:
Have no relevance. Relevance category. The relevance of this information to the current situation needs to be investigated.
Facet.
One of the many aspects or sides of a subject or situation, especially when seen from different angles or perspectives, a particular feature or characteristic of something.
Examples:
Facet to a question. Important facet. The different facets of his personality make him a complex individual.
Transfer.
To move, pass, or change from one person, place, or situation to another.
Examples:
Transfer a file. Transfer power. She transferred the money from her savings account to her checking account.
Ingenuity.
The quality of inventing things or solving problems in clever new ways.
Examples:
The infinite ingenuity of man. Abound in ingenuity. Creativity and ingenuity are often brought about by extreme concentration.
Fraction.
A small part or item forming a piece of a whole, the quotient of two rational numbers.
Examples:
A fractional share of the vote. A numerator in a fraction. He spent only a fraction of his earnings.
Infinite.
Unlimited or very great, impossible to measure.
Examples:
Infinite appetite. Infinite in supply. The battle had an infinite impact on the nation.
Melanin.
A natural pigment found in the skin, hair, and eyes of animals, responsible for the color and tone of these features.
Examples:
Melanin production. Melanin deficiency. People with more melanin in their skin can better protect themselves from the sun's harmful rays.
Harness.
To control and exploit the power of something, especially natural resources that produce energy. Noun, a set of narrow pieces of leather and metal that are used to control or hold in place a person, animal, or object.
Examples:
Harness a horse to a carriage. Put a harness on my pet. People have been exploring ways to harness natural forces and resources since ancient times.
Thrive.
To grow vigorously, to make steady progress.
Examples:
Thrive in a society. Thrive on pressure. Without investment, a business cannot thrive.
Lethal.
Causing or capable of causing death, extremely dangerous.
Examples:
Lethal injection. Lethal weapon. Malignant hypertension is the most lethal form of hypertension.
Homosexual.
Sexually attracted to people of one's own sex.
Examples:
Homosexual rights. Homosexual marriage. The law was repealed to protect the rights of homosexual citizens.
Sapiens.
The species of modern humans, Homo sapiens.
Examples:
Fossil Homo sapiens. Sapiens evolution. Homo sapiens is the scientific name for modern humans.
Evolution.
A gradual process of transformation of living things.
Examples:
Human evolution. Evolution theory. They study the evolution of the universe.
Oxygen.
The chemical element with the symbol O that is present in air and water and is necessary for people, animals, and plants to live.
Examples:
The hydrogen binds the oxygen. Lack of oxygen. The passenger grabbed for the oxygen mask.
Ingest.
To take food or drink into the body, often through the mouth, to absorb or assimilate something, often used to describe the intake of information or knowledge.
Examples:
Ingest food. Ingest medication. People who compulsively ingest non-food items, such as dirt or chalk, suffer from a condition called pica.
Metabolism.
The set of chemical reactions in cells or organisms that are necessary for life sustaining.
Examples:
Metabolism enzyme, hemoglobin metabolism. Better sleep leads to increased metabolism.
Arsenic.
A poisonous chemical element that occurs naturally in some rocks and minerals and is sometimes used in pesticides and wood preservatives.
Examples:
Arsenic poisoning, arsenic contamination. Exposure to arsenic in drinking water can cause serious health problems.
Chemical.
Relating to or connected with chemistry.
Examples:
Toxic chemicals, a chemical compound. The firm has grown into a large chemical manufacturing.
Accidental.
Happening or existing by chance or unintentionally.
Examples:
Accidental death, cover accidental damage. This system prevents accidental deletion of data.
Mutation.
The way in which genes of a person, plant, animal, or other organism change and produce permanent differences.
Examples:
Mutation of DNA, hereditary mutation. Radiation often promotes genetic mutations in plants and animals.
Accidentally.
By chance or without planning.
Examples:
They met accidentally. Accidentally coincide. He was accidentally killed by friendly fire.
Persevere.
To persist in the course of action, despite opposition or difficulty, to continue with determination despite setbacks, obstacles, or discouragement.
Examples:
Persevere through hardships. Persevere in my goals. Even when faced with challenges, it's important to persevere and never give up.
Dismal.
Depressing or dreary, causing or showing unhappiness or despair.
Examples:
Dismal failure. Dismal performance. The weather was so dismal that we decided to stay indoors all day.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
Afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Universe.
Everything that exists, especially all physical matter, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy.
Examples:
Theory of the universe. Expansion of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Circumvent.
To go around, avoid, or bypass something, often to achieve an intended goal or objective, to outmaneuver or outsmart a person or obstacle.
Examples:
Circumvent rules. Circumvent authority. I took a back road to work on time to circumvent the traffic jam.
Remedy.
A successful way of dealing with or improving an unpleasant or difficult situation or curing an illness.
Examples:
Remedy for air pollution. An internal remedy. This drug will be a good remedy for your stomach trouble.
Defect.
An imperfection, shortcoming, or lack of something or someone.
Examples:
Visual defects. Defects of character. Defects in the design could cause much worse issues.
Cyst.
A sac, cavity, or abnormal growth in the body that is typically filled with fluid or semi-solid material, usually benign but can also be cancerous and require treatment.
Examples:
Cyst removal. Ovarian cyst. The patient was sent for an X-ray to determine the cause of the cyst in her abdomen.
Fibrosis.
The formation of excess fibrous connective tissue in an organ or tissue, often associated with inflammation, scarring, or injury, a pathological condition that can affect various organs and tissues of the body, leading to impaired function and potential organ failure.
Examples:
Fibrosis diagnosis. Pulmonary fibrosis. The doctor diagnosed him with cardiac fibrosis, which put him at risk for heart failure.
Muscular.
Of or relating to the muscles, having or suggesting great physical power or force.
Examples:
A muscular person. Muscular contraction. She worked hard to treat her muscular dystrophy.
Dystrophy.
A group of inherited disorders that involve the progressive weakening and wasting of muscles or tissues, often leading to disability or organ failure. Commonly characterized by muscle weakness, atrophy, and degeneration.
Examples:
Dystrophy treatment. Dystrophy of cervical cartilage. Muscular dystrophy is a genetic disease that causes weakness and degeneration of muscles over time.
Temporary.
Not lasting or be used for a very long.
Examples:
A temporary permit. Temporary housing. He managed to get temporary jobs during the recession.
External.
Belonging to or situated outside of someone or something.
Examples:
External factors. External commerce. When a company discloses information to the market, an external auditor verifies them.
Supplement.
Something that is added to something else to make it better or complete it.
Examples:
Wage supplement. Use of dietary supplements. Certain supplements may promote tumor growth.
Volition.
The power or ability to make choices or decisions by one's own will or conscious choice, the act of consciously choosing or deciding.
Examples:
Volition level. Freedom of volition. He canceled the meeting of his own volition as he thought it was unnecessary.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Destiny.
The events that will inevitably happen to a particular person or thing in the future.
Examples:
Foreordained destiny. Destiny of the individual. It is said that our destiny is written in the stars.
Augment.
To increase the size, extent, quantity, etc. of something by adding something to it.
Examples:
Augment the reality. Augment immunity. Economic factors and monetary policy augmented inflation.
Moral.
Concerned with the principles of what is right and wrong, fairness, honesty, etc.
Examples:
Moral hazard. Moral burden. Ethics deals with moral conduct.
Ethical.
Of or relating to principles about what is right and wrong, or the branch of knowledge dealing with these.
Examples:
An ethical doctrine. Shoulder ethical responsibility. The president must have the highest ethical standards.
Quandary.
A state of uncertainty or confusion, particularly when one is unsure of what to do, a dilemma.
Examples:
Quandary situation. Financial quandary. I was in a quandary over which job offer to accept.
Conscious.
Being aware of and able to respond to what is happening around you.
Examples:
Conscious effort. Conscious of having succeeded. He became conscious that he was being followed.
Genius.
Someone who has exceptional intellectual ability and originality.
Examples:
A person of genius. A genius for music. Mozart was a musical genius.
Marvel.
Someone something that causes feelings of wonder or surprise.
Examples:
A marvel of beauty. Technical marvel. The space shuttle is a modern engineering marvel.
Pose.
To present a risk, problem, or other issues that must be addressed.
Examples:
Pose a significant threat to my company. Pose a challenge. The chemicals pose a massive health risk.
Engender.
To make a feeling or situation exist, to cause or give rise to.
Examples:
Engender a crisis. Engender the trust. The discussion about war helps engender a sense of shared humanity.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Coalesce.
To come together or merge into a single group, mass, or whole. To blend or combine elements or ideas into a unified whole.
Examples:
Coalesce ideas. Coalesce with the other. The various departments of the company will coalesce into one cohesive unit.
Discuss.
To talk about or examine in detail, through conversation or debate, to exchange ideas, opinions, or information on a particular topic.
Examples:
Discuss options. Discuss solutions. We need to discuss the next steps for the project during our meeting tomorrow.
Embrace.
To accept something willingly and enthusiastically. Noun, the act of clasping another person in the arms as in greeting or affection.
Examples:
Embrace an opportunity. A warm embrace. The woods embrace the house.
Caution.
Great care and attention that you take to avoid danger or mistakes, a warning against certain acts.
Examples:
Extreme caution. Act with caution. He gave a stern caution to the naughty student.
Courage.
The ability to face danger, difficulty, uncertainty, or pain without being overcome by fear or despair. The quality of being brave or courageous.
Examples:
Mental courage. Inspire courage. It takes a lot of courage to stand up for what you believe is right.
Frontier.
A border that separates two countries, or the area near this line.
Examples:
Frontier disputes. The Italian frontier with Switzerland. He worked at the frontier of behavioral economics.
Improbable.
Not likely to happen or be true, unlikely, having a low probability or chance of occurring.
Examples:
Improbable story. Improbable event. It is improbable that we will find a solution to this problem overnight.
Intelligence.
The ability to learn, comprehend, or make judgments or conclusions based on reasons.
Examples:
An intelligence test. Field of artificial intelligence. In terms of intelligence, he was head and shoulders above his classmates.
Brutal.
Harsh or cruel.
Examples:
Brutal bully. Brutal honesty. The brutal attack left the victim with serious injuries.
Unforgiving.
Not willing to forgive or show mercy, not able to be repaired or restored.
Examples:
Unforgiving blow. Unforgiving terrain. The unforgiving sun scorched the desert, making it uninhabitable.
Rife.
Full of, abundant with, or commonly present or encountered, often used to describe something undesirable or harmful.
Examples:
Rife with rumors. Rife with uncertainty. Misinformation is rife on social media platforms.
Abandon.
To leave a place, thing, or person with no intention of returning. Noun, a feeling of extreme emotional intensity.
Examples:
Abandon a friend. Abandon the practice. The castle was abandoned several years later.
Glean.
To collect information, knowledge, etc., in small amounts and often with difficulty, to gather, as natural products.
Examples:
Glean important information. Glean the fields. He carefully interviewed the victims and tried to glean the details of the culprit.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Remainder.
The part of something that is left over when the rest has been used or taken.
Examples:
Division with remainder. The remainder of my life. The remainder of the cake was put in the fridge for tomorrow.